US President Donald Trump has issued a set of executive orders that are said to have a negative ripple effect in Kenya. One of the first things that President Trump did when he got into office was to issue an executive order that saw the US exit from the WHO. So the US is one of the major financiers of the WHO, which is a major partner to the Kenya government's health initiatives. This week, the Ministry of Health has been figuring out a path out of the budget hole created by the US exit from the WHO, which will see the WHO budgets reduced and some initiatives are expected to be scrapped out. In total, experts say there is over 150 billion in the budget hole created by the exit of the WHO programs. 40 billion alone goes to the fight against HIV, which is either supporting victims or providing ARVs to victims of HIV. And that is one of the headaches that the Ministry of Health officials are pondering with. According to the Director General of the Ministry of Health, Dr. Patrick Amoth, the government is trying to figure out strategic partnership with neighboring countries, as well as initiating public-private partnerships to support some of the initiatives that will lose a budget as the WHO restructures its budget. Also, this comes at the same time that President Trump issued another order that saw a temporary ban on foreign aid assistance. And one of the major beneficiaries of U.S. foreign aid is Kenya through the USAID and over 20 other agencies that offer foreign aid of various forms to the Kenyan economy. This pause is temporary, so it's for 90 days as President Trump figures out which initiatives are aligned with his agenda. And if the initiatives are dropped entirely, that will see some sectors of the Kenyan economy struggle to adjust. Money254.co.ke has written more money news in our roundup today, including the Central Bank of Kenya, that the CBK, has reopened 2 infrastructure bonds, issuing relatively high returns. And the relatively high returns are expected to incentivize investors to put money in bonds at a time when the CBK has been reducing rates on treasury bills, which are putting a lot of pressure on Kenya's debt because they are short-term. The 2 infrastructure bonds are expected to ease the pressure because they are for a longer period of time, and even if they are of relatively high interest, then because the maturity date is far from now, that's part of restructuring the domestic debt. If you'd like to learn more about these stories and some of the other stories we have written, click on the link provided in our bio to learn.